Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to integrate SQS with AWS S3. So our requirement is basically whenever a file is uploaded to AWS S3 bucket, it needs to send a message to AWS SQS queue. So that's the requirement. Let's see how to configure it. So firstly, I'm logged into my AWS management console. In the management console, I'm going to open up the SQS service. So this is the SQS service, and this is my standard SQS queue that I had created. So if you don't know how to create an SQS queue, please check out my video in which I have explained all the steps in how to involved in creating an SQS queue. So assuming that you already have an SQS queue, let's go ahead. So my requirement is basically now I have an SQS queue and I have an S3 bucket. So let's take this bucket. So whenever a file is uploaded to this bucket, I want a message to be sent to this SQS queue. So that's our requirement basically. So to achieve this, the first step is basically you need to modify the access policy of this SQS queue. Now, what does that mean? So basically, the bucket which you're configuring needs to have permissions to send a message to this SQS queue, right? So the access policy should allow the bucket to send the messages to this queue. So that's what we're going to do now. So to modify this access policy, I'm going to refer to the AWS documentation itself. So we have this policy here in the documentation. So basically what this policy does is it is allowing the S3 service basically to SQS send message action on this resource, which is our SQS queue. So basically, and there are conditions. We are allowing only one bucket to send, and the bucket account ID should be our account ID. So this is a simple policy that we need to take. So let me take this and we will replace these values in the policy. Okay, so let me click on edit here and I'll paste that here. So I need to replace this bucket owner account ID with my account ID. So let me take that and replace it. Okay, and here I need to replace the ARN of the bucket. So let me copy the ARN of the bucket. Okay, and we also need to replace this with our SQS queue ARN. Okay, so the ARN, I'll get it from here. Okay, so once this is done, your access policy is all good. Okay, click on save here. So now we have given the permissions for the bucket to send a notification to this SQS queue. Now we'll go to the bucket and we will set up an event notification here. So in the bucket, click on properties here and click on create event notifications. Event name, let's call it SQS trigger. Sorry. Okay, so prefix and suffix basically means do you want to trigger this? I mean, do you want to get this event notification activated only when a file is uploaded to particular prefix inside a particular folder or something? So if you leave this empty, it will take for entire bucket. So I'm going to leave it empty. I mean, if you want, you can keep it. And the suffix means if you want the trigger to be if you want it to be triggered only when .jpg file is uploaded or .csv file is uploaded, you can give it here. So I'm going to leave it, I mean, as it is, or you can give anything that you want. Okay. So, and here I want only when there is a put event in the sense we are uploading the file to that bucket. Okay. So only when there is a put event, I want my, event notification to get triggered. In the destination, I'm going to select SQS queue and let's select the my demo queue. Okay. And click on save changes here. Okay, so now we have configured the event notification as well. So now let's test this. I mean, let's try to upload a file to this S3 bucket and see if we get the notification in the, message in the SQS queue. So before I actually upload a file, I need to show you something. So if you go here and click on send and receive messages, you should have actually got a test event because of the configuration of the event notification. So let me click for poll messages here. So if you see, there is a message. Okay. So, and it says, S3 test event. So it means that, our event notification is successfully configured. Okay. So now let's clear this and let's go here and try to upload a file. So let me see, I'll upload any file. Okay, and click on upload here. So let's go back here and okay, it seems like we got that message already. Okay, so if you click on this, it says, we got that message, event source S3, and we'll have all the metadata for that event basically. So what is the bucket name and object, so JSON data to JSON, and e tag of that file and all these things. So basically this is how you configure an S3 with AWS SQS, so that you receive an SQS message whenever any changes are done in S3 bucket. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.